Good evening. Welcome to Memorial Field. It's Tuesday-Thursday championship game on Cable 9 men's softball action. Andy Subject and Mary Moore. Our final telecast of the 1994 softball season. Mary Moore, we weren't here that often, but some of the action we had this season was very memorable.
Yeah, it was, and boy, we couldn't ask for a nicer night to play the championship game. The field's in beautiful shape. It's not too hot out here. There's a nice breeze blowing, and it's just going to get progressively cooler as the night goes on. It's a perfect night.
And we've got a good crowd on hand. Our Cable 9 crew glad to be here tonight. Justin Lucas will be directing. Middle of August already. Where has summer gone? It has come and gone very quickly this year. And we certainly hope you've enjoyed our telecast. Again, we weren't here as much as we'd like, but we'll try to rectify that next year. It's going to be R&M facing Jacks Bar in the championship game. Leading it off for Jacks Bar in the top of the first inning, Bob Kaiser, the left fielder, followed by Keith Sangrick and Mike Adams in that order. And the first pitch of our best-of-3 championship series is a ball outside.
Both teams wearing almost identical uniforms tonight.
Count is 1-1. Well hit in the left field, up into foul territory, should be playable, and it is for out number 1. Kaiser retired, 1 up and 1 down at the top of the first, and the batter, the first baseman, Keith Sangrick.
These outfielders were trying to get prepared before the game even started. They were standing in deep, deep left field, having people hit pop flies to them to get used to the sun. Very smart idea.
Here's Kraft's pitch on the way to the plate. Outside, Sangrick ahead of the count at 0-1. Hit off the end of the bat. This might be trouble in foul territory, and they can't get to it, and the count is now 1-1. Mike Adams, the shortstop, on deck.
Nice effort over there by third baseman Ross to run out that far for a foul ball.
Joe Hauser again joining us in the booth. Good to have Joe back here on Tuesday, Thursday. We'll be talking to him a little bit, trying to get things set up here for the game with the lineups. That early game, always tough, Mary. You never know who's going to get out of work on time.
That's true.
Hit well into left field. This could be trouble. The left fielder back to the fence. It's gone. Solo shot for Keith Sangrick. And he gets Jacks Bar out on top, 1-0.
Boy, Sharp almost climbed right over that fence trying to get that ball.
Well, that's about the only chance he had, Mary, to get to it was to climb the wall. He went all the way to the top and couldn't get it.
Well, you know, maybe when we have this opportunity, we should have Joe explain the home run rule once again.
The home run rule is a limit of 5 per team. After that is an automatic out, dead ball. No runners can advance. But Allen almost made a mistake there. He did that a couple weeks ago. Climbed the fence and he touched the ball. And if he does that, then it doesn't count on the home run.
Oh.
We got a shot here for back-to-back homers, but we don't. That ball died at the last minute off the bat of Mike Adams for out number 2. One-man home already in this inning, and it's Greg Krasinski, the right center fielder, stepping in. This one skied into the air into right field, and he's under it to make the play. 1 run on 1 hit. That's the home run by Sangrick. After a half an inning in the championship game, we have 1-0 for Jacks Bar. Mary?
What do we have in the way of records for these two teams, Andy?
Well, I'll ask Joe on that.
Okay.
I don't follow these guys.
R&M is 19-4 for the year, and Jacks is 18-5.
Oh, boy. So we could have quite the barn burner.
And we ended up with a three-way tie in the third. And they had a playoff game last week, and Jacks won that, and that's how they end up playing R&M.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
A lot of interesting action here this year. Fred Prizaneski is here with us tonight. His wife underwent some surgery, and she's doing fine. Glad to hear that.
Boy, Freddie sure shows some dedication to this league here, coming out on a night when that kind of thing is going on in the family.
Yeah, and how? I mean, I would, well, I don't know. I'm not married. I don't know how I would react. I probably would never know how to react, so who knows. So R&M leading off the bottom of the first inning, trailing 1-0. Joe Geschke, Jim Correo, and Bob Kraft in that order. Again, this will be a best of 3. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Takes this one into the gap in the right center field. Over to make the play off the glove was Tease. And it'll be scored a single by Joe Hauser. Geschke on at first, the leadoff man for R&M. And that'll bring up the left center fielder, Jim Correo.
I think that was Krasinski out there in right center, Andy.
Yes, it is. I'm reading the wrong sheet. What did I say? Keys?
Uh-huh.
Keys is the second base. I'm reading the wrong part of the map. Ground ball to the third baseman. Bilecki to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Geschke retired on the fielder's choice. Correo on at first, and the pitcher, Bob Kraft, stepping in.
Well, we've got 2 umpires on the field, right on top of the plays everywhere you look, so there should be not too many controversies going on tonight.
Well, the ASA officials tonight will give you their name, calling the game behind the plate. Scott Cameron, Jim Ruby calling the bases in the first game. They'll flip-flop for game number 2. And I don't know what they'll do for game 3. I wonder if they'll flip a coin also to see where they're going to work. That one smashed into left center field. Over to make the play, Liotta. The throw coming back into second, and a single for Bob Kraft. 2 men on with 1 out, and Matt Wade, the EH, will be stepping in.
A lot of fly balls tonight, Andy, already. I think we've only seen 1 grounder.
And that was into the fielder's choice a moment ago.
Right.
Guys are getting the good aluminum on the ball.
I think there'll be about 7 or 8 home runs in this game.
Okay.
This one not far enough. Liotta back there makes the play, and he gets a good throw to third. They'll have a play. They got him, a double play to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, and 1 man is left after 1 inning complete. It's Jack Spire leading R&M in the championship game. 1-0, Mary.
Why in the world, especially in a championship game, wouldn't you slide on something like that? You know the play's going to be close.
I think it's his knee. He's got bad knee.
Oh, I tell you, get the pinch runner in there.
Probably don't have one.
Okay. All right. We'll let that slide then.
Oh, Mary, you're just a barrel of laughs tonight.
Thanks. I think I'll be leaving now.
And we're trying to move this along quickly. I have to be to work tonight, and God forbid we go to a game 3 because we will not be able to bring it to you due to our time restraints. That's just the way the business, Mary. It can't be helped.
We don't need one of those hour and 45 minute games
Oh.
like when we were here last.
That set a new record, I think.
Yeah, we were here, I think, through daylight savings time and everything before that one ended. Leading off the inning is a base hit for Roy Bilecki.
That was a great hit, Andy. There's some power behind that. Wonderful placement.
Chuck Lewis, the pitcher, will be stepping in. Bilecki on at first, nobody out. Pitch by Kraft. Hit well into the air in left field. Should be playable. Sharp is underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1. Beg your pardon. A look at Bilecki on at first for Jack Spar. They lead 1-0 in the second. Just a glorious evening for championship baseball at Memorial Field. That one hit. That may be in there for a base hit. Oh, it's fouled by an eyelash. That was very close, maybe an inch or two foul. And Chris Fisher is going to come back and try it again. Yeah, this is right now, Mary, the only game in town with a baseball strike.
Ah, that's a sad, sad thing.
Yeah, to hell with them. A lot of people out there busting their butt for what little we can get, and these guys gripe over a few $1 million.
Well, I do agree with that.
Here's a fly ball in the right field. Geschke missed it off the top of the glove. Got to be a, that's going to be a tough call. That was a tough play, but he should have. You're going to give him a 2-base hit. Joe Hauser says give him a double. Very generous tonight. Fisher on at second. Bilecki had to stop at third because he didn't know if that ball was going to be caught or not. Geschke got a glove on it, but no dice. And here's Scott Keys, the second baseman. He sends a little number in the left field. They'll hold a runner at third, runners at the corners, an RBI single for Scott Keys. And Jax Barr has the lead in the second now, 2-0.
Very good pitching tonight, Andy. All the hitters are swinging at the first or second pitch. Very few times does the pitcher have to pitch more than 2 pitches to a batter.
Well, they're not fooling around tonight, which is good to see. We'll get through these ball games hopefully rather quickly. Glad to be with you. Cable 9's final softball telecast of the year. First pitch to Liotta, outside corner for strike 1. Kraft, the pitcher, laying behind the plate. Outside, and the count is 1-1. A shot a moment ago from our down camera, Dennis Sahetka here tonight. This one hit deep enough, should be able to score the run on the sacrifice fly. Throw going into second, and Mary, we're seeing good fundamental baseball here tonight, especially on the throws from the outfield.
It's real nice to see that kind of ball played, Andy. Very few errors. Everybody knows what everybody's supposed to be doing, and they're actually doing it.
Well, on Monday, Wednesday action, we noticed the only game we had, there's a lot of mistakes and fundamental throws coming in from the outfield, giving guys bases all night. Here in the Elite League, you don't see that. This one hit toward the parking lot in right field, and it gets out there and bangs off a vehicle, hopefully not mine. 3-0 in the top of the second. Jax Barr in the lead. And we'll have a momentary delay as we get a new baseball in here from somewhere.
Did we come equipped with only one softball tonight?
No, they have 2. They had that home run. I don't think they got that one back
okay.
yet.
Here we go.
The geese out in the mud field back there are messing around. They probably think it's an egg or something and are sitting on it right now. And we're back in play. Here's the pitch by Kraft. Knuckleball fouled back to the screen. And in the old days, Mary, when the screen wasn't here, a former announcer took one right in the mouth.
Oh, I'm certainly glad
attention.
we have the screen up here now.
Yep. Knuckleball hit into center field for a 2-strike single. Good piece of hitting by Joe Audino, and now the catcher, Ron Smith, will be stepping in.
On camera tonight, we have Dennis Sahetka, Chris Klein, and Marianne Rothman. And there's a hard hit ball. Nice line drive, and somebody's going to score on this one. Very good base running on that one, Andy.
And I think the left center fielder, Correo, threw his arm out.
Oh, he is down on the ground.
He's in writhing in pain out there. I don't know if it was just frustration for a good throw that was dropped. Keys coming in to score from second. Audino goes all the way to third, and Smith takes second on the throw. 4-0 the score for Jax Barr. There's Bob Kaiser. Takes one inside for ball 1. And a strike. The count is even at 1-1. That one laced in the left field. Sharp on his horses, and he puts it away. for out number 3. But a productive inning in the second for Jack's Bar. They get 3 runs. They do it on a total of 4 base hits, 2 left, middle of the second. It's 4-0 for Jack's Bar. Mary?
Well, you know, with football season quickly approaching, a lot of you may be getting ready to start your fantasy football season and trying to decide what players to draft and things like that. Well, Cable 9 has a show that might be of help to you. It's a show dedicated to nothing but fantasy sports. And you can see that on Cable 9 each Sunday morning at 9:30, Monday afternoon at 2:30, or Saturday at noon, right before Cable 9 softball, which comes on Saturday at 12:30 or Friday evening at 10.
Yeah, this will be our last week as we kick off the football season on Cable 9, September 2nd. Very excited about it. Nordonia in the GCC this year. We get to see teams like Euclid and Bedford and Brush, Mayfield.
Nordonia with new coaching staff this year.
There's a lazy fly ball. Jamie Smith out to Krasinski. He puts it away for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down. And Alan Sharp, the left center fielder, will be coming up. 4-0 our score here on Cable 9.
In a game that seems to be going by fairly quickly.
Absolutely, that's the way we like it. Next week I'll be down at the studio with Jeff preparing our football show. This one well hit into right field. And a nice play by Audino getting back on the hit by Alan Sharp. 2 up and 2 down, and Mike Cornett, the first baseman.
No, I really admire that kind of play, Andy. Being an infielder, if for some reason I have to be put in the outfield because of lack of players or whatever, I have such trouble judging the ball. Those outfielders who can run backwards and know exactly where to be when the ball gets there tip my hat to them.
Fouled back, look out. There's a kid there getting out of the way. Didn't want to get hit in the corner of your screen. Chicken. It's only a softball.
But it's not very soft when it hits you in the skull.
No, I know that. That's happened here before to me. Like I said, over the 13 years we've been on the air. That one laced well in the left center field. A solid single for Cornett. 2-out single, and Jim Yerkchat will be the batter, the shortstop. And next week we're going to take a well-deserved vacation. I was supposed to go to Canada, but due to the high medical bills I received after having some tests, can't afford it now. And if you still want me to go, you can send a donation to the station.
The Andy Septep Vacation Fund.
It's going to be a tough play. They'll have to go to first. They got him. Yerkchat is retired to end the inning. No runs on a hit, a man left. And after 2 complete, Jack Spar leading R&M. 4-0. And the Moon over Macedonia tonight. 3 quarters in depth. A regular. And well, we got a minute. Might as well talk to Joe Hauser. Joe, your last ball games of the year. What would be your plans now for the rest of the summer?
Well, I don't know. I should take it easy and rest for a couple of weeks after a long summer. And I'll probably get ready to see what happens in football, and got some work to do at home, catch up on, and that type of thing.
Well, the Browns haven't been looking too bad in the exhibition. The defense is playing well. There's Freddie at the field after his wife had surgery. What a gutsy guy, and glad to hear everything went well with that. And get back to Joe in a minute. Here we'll start the top of the 3rd inning. Jack Spar on top, 4-0, and make it 5-0. And the Geese have been scattered back there in the field. A big blast to lead off the inning by Greg Ross.
You know, you can drive your car and practically...
Oh, I'm sorry, I've got the wrong team. My apologies. Keith Sangrick has 2nd homer of the ball game.
They won't let you hear the end of that one, Ian.
Well, you guys gave me the week off last week. I lost my edge here in baseball. I'm in the football mode now. You got everything going. The Bills were on the TV last week. They're going to be on this week against Houston on ESPN. This one, towering drive. Nothing up there to bring any rain. Mike Adams is retired for out number 1. And Greg Krasinski will be the batter. Thank you, Mary. A look from upstairs. That's directly right over us.
Chris Klein has spent a lot of summers up there on the press box roof.
This one hit into the air in the right field. Geschke coming on hard to second baseman. No play, and it's a foul ball, and Krasinski will have to come back after making the run of 130 feet, plus a few extra feet for geometry reasons. Got a good crowd on hand, championship night. A look behind Scott Cameron, the home plate umpire. Was raving about Kent Snoop Field down there. Beautiful facility they've got. Had a big tournament down there they worked. There's a lazy fly ball in the right center. Still carrying. Smith going all the way back, almost in front of the fence to make the out. 2 away. And the batter will be Ray Bielecki.
You know, every team member moves on every single hit, Andy. These guys are, it's really a pleasure to watch teams like these two.
I like that number that guy was wearing behind the fence there, 9. First pitch to Bielecki from Kraft is a strike. Another one beautifully pitched, but he's able to gulp that one in the left field for a 2-out single. Bielecki is 2 for 2 for the night. Chuck Lewis will be stepping in to look at Ray on at first again. Just a glorious evening. Last year it was god-awful working here, and this year it's been rather pleasant. I don't recall any really exorbitantly hot and humid evenings here.
No, we had some, but luckily not a nice when we had to be here.
I think the first night we worked here was kind of muggy, but whatever. This one should be easy play for Sharp. And he's got it for out number 3, but a leadoff homer again by Keith Sangrick is the only run on 2 hits, a man left, and in the middle of the 3rd, Jack Spar extends the lead to 5-0. Mary?
Well, I think R&M had better start thinking about getting those bats cracking. I know it's only the bottom of the 3rd inning, but especially in a championship game, you don't want to get too far behind here. You don't want to have to play catch-up, I guess is what it comes down to.
No, not at all.
You can see the additional concrete there that Freddie made improvements over the wintertime. Tell you, every summer when we come out here, he's done yet another improvement. Our director, Justin Lucas.
Get to work. He does an excellent job, does Justin. A very calm director.
Yes, he is. Yes, it's a pleasure to run camera for him.
This one hit off the nub of the bat. Greg Ross is retired for out number 1. I inadvertently gave him a home run the last time when Sangrick hit one, but I've got things in order now. Jeff Lang, the catcher's first plate appearance for the ball game. There's a look at Lewis on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside deep for ball 1. And a strike evens up the count at 1-1. Ground ball through the hole in the left field. A good single for Jeff Lang. Couldn't have placed that one any better, Mary. He found the opening in the infield and hit it there.
Boy, you know, he doesn't look like a power hitter, but what in the world is the difference if you can get consistent base hits like that one?
Well, you know, you get a guy like that. There's like a Kenny Lofton who can hit the single. That's what you need. Get on base. You know, now if Endek here can get on, they have 2 men and they go back to the top of the lineup.
Exactly.
Chance for a big inning. 1 out, a man on, and here's Steve Endek, the second baseman. Measures up the first pitch for strike 1. That one hit into center field. Back-to-back singles. And Liana runs the ball back in, and there's the possible big inning here now with 2 men on. And 1 out for Joe Geschke at the top of the lineup. Geschke opened the ball game for R&M with a single back in the 1st.
When your lineup is solid like that at the bottom, you don't have a care in the world.
Well, how many games have we seen in both leagues at the bottom third of the order at a big night? And you had about 10, 15 runs.
Right. Makes a big difference.
There's a ground ball right through the middle. They're sending the runner to throw up the line. And an RBI single for Joe Geschke. Gets R&M on the board as Lane comes in to score. Endick had to stop at second on a good throw into second base by Liotta.
I think that was a smart thing to do by the pitcher, Lewis, to cut off that ball and freeze the other runners.
Well, it was up the line. They had no play at the plate. This one hit into right center field. Another base hit. Throw coming to the plate. It was beauty, and they'll have the bases loaded. Jim Correo with a single. 4 straight singles, and here's Bob Kraft.
Boy, that was a nice throw to the plate, Andy.
Right on the money, would have been a dead duck. And a good job of coaching by the third base coach down there. That's another thing that gets underestimated. He was able to stop him.
Well, by this point in the... And there's a...
Kraft is trying to hit a grand slammer, and that's a no-doubter. Goodbye. And just like that, it's 5-5.
Boy, he knew that the minute he let go of that ball.
And as Bugs Bunny would say, wham-a-homa!
Would he say that?
Yes, he did. What a ball game. 5-5. And that ball wound up somewhere down near Ravenna.
R&M doesn't have to worry about playing catch-up now.
Man, that's one of the biggest home runs I've seen hit here in a long time.
I think it was hit as high as it was long, too.
Oh, that ball's going to have a permanent dent in it. And here comes Matt Wade. We could use that for the highlight reel next year. This one hit into the air in left field. Well hit. Back to the wall. That's out of here. Back-to-back homers for R&M. And just like that, they've got the lead, 6-5. And not as much enthusiasm on that one. But still, he got the job done.
It's a back-to-back club, baby.
What an inning for R&M, and Mary, we said it. The bottom of the order getting it started with singles, and then the big men come up and clean them off.
Yeah,
And
you
they
can't
got-
ask for more.
Absolutely, they got the big dirt devil out and cleaned everything off. And Jamie Smith trying to keep it going. R&M leading at 6-5 in the bottom of the third. 6 runs across, still only 1 out. Hit off the end of the bat. Liotta going back. Off the top of the fence. Extra bases, and that was about 2 inches away from 3 straight homers.
Yeah, I don't even think that hit the cross-netting part of the fence. I think it hit that bar across the top. How about those technical terms there, Andy?
Excellent.
Thank you.
That's why we have you in the booth. Here's Alan Shocker. There's going to be a base hit. That'll get a man home. It's going to roll. The throw coming into second's not in time. Back-to-back doubles for R&M, and what an inning. 2 homers, 4 singles, 2 doubles, and an out. I can't take it anymore. And Mike Cornett trying to keep that train a-moving.
I got aspirin downstairs.
Beg your pardon?
You can't take it.
Freddie, how are you?
Take it anymore. I'm pretty good today. I had a rough day today.
Well, we understand. Everything's good, though?
Oh, fine. Wonderful. A lot of people care so much. Just wonderful.
Well, as do we, Freddie, and our best wishes, as I'm tongue up, our best wishes to your wife for quick recovery. And our thoughts are with you tonight, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now get out of here. No, I'm kidding. Championship game tonight. 7-5 in the third. Cornett gets himself a base hit, and they'll hold a runner at third to throw coming into second. And they'll be batting around as your cat will be stepping in. He's the 11th man to bat in the inning.
What an exciting inning, Andy.
Yerk Chat looking for his first hit, takes one on the outside corner for strike one. Runners at the corners, one out. There's a moon ball, hit to the second baseman, trying to get two. They got it, a double play to end the inning. What a big inning it was. 7 runs for R&M on a potpourri of hits, everything but a triple that inning. And 1 man left, and after 3, it's 7-5 for R&M. Mary?
Hey, Andy, you were talking about taking next week off and working on the high school preview show. We want to remind people that this is something that Cable 9 does every year. Just a little behind-the-scenes look at the 4 teams that comprise the Cable 9 consortium area: Hudson, Aurora, Nordonia, and Twinsburg, and what they have coming up in the way of football this fall. Now, we have not scheduled this yet to go on the air, so just watch Cable 9 Update, our daily news, and we'll be sure and tell you when it's going to be on. So what do you foresee for this year, Andy? You talked about Nordonia switching leagues.
Well, Nordonia's going into what I think is a very tough league for them. I really do. New coaching staff. Looking forward to, we talked to some of the boys today on the team, looking forward to the new opportunity. And they're enthusiastic about it. They get, what a way to start the new league by playing Euclid the first week of the season, one of the perennial powers in the state of Ohio. That'll be a big test for them. That's in week 4. And this is a towering drive into right center field, way up there. And it's gone! A home run! Leading off the 4th inning for, I believe, Chris Fisher.
Yes, and what an unusual place to put that home run, Andy. I think almost all the home runs we've seen here have been on the left side of the field.
Yeah, we very seldom get onto the right side. He hit that ball way up there, and it just continued to carry and carry. And Joe, are these balls jacked up tonight or what?
No, they're the same one they used all year. That's why I said I thought there'd be about 8.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it gets into a position if you've got a 14-14 game and all your home runs are used up, that really kind of could kill you a little bit.
Well, then you have to hit single or double.
Right.
Or hit them off the top rail.
And how? Here's Scott Keys, the batter. He singled and scored back in the 2nd. 3 homers have been used up by Jack's Bar. And for R&M, they have used up 2. We still got enough of homers left. Here's a line drive into the gap in left center field. Off the base of the fence. Extra base hit for Keys. Stops at second with a double. And now, Jack's Bar aggravated after giving up 7 in the 3rd. They've got 1 in, and they're looking to get more. And Sam Liotta will be the batter, the left center fielder.
These are real scrappy teams, Andy. I mean, they go all out on every hit.
And how? This is it for some of these guys. That'll be it. Other guys will go out and play fall ball somewhere. My brother Bob in Parma, he plays till November.
Really? About come this time of year, I'm ready for the season to be over with. I know our season's dragging on and on because of rainouts. We still have a couple more weeks to go.
Well, there's been I think an average summer, to be honest with you. You know, it's average. I wouldn't say it was cool or warm, but average. The way it should be. Liotta takes the offering to right center field. Smith makes the put out, the throw to 3rd. Look out. Well played and backed up by the pitcher. Good job. 1 away for Joe Audino.
Now, when teams play each other as often as these teams have by this time of the season, you pretty much have a measure of all the outfielders' arms, who you can run on and who you can't.
That is correct. Well, again, the guys out here have shown some cannons. This one hit well, but right to the left center fielder, Correo, for out number 2. The throw comes up the line, and backed up well again by Kraft off the mound. Key stops at 3rd, and Ron Smith will be stepping in. Again, our thanks to everybody here. Joe Hauser, Fred Pisanecci, all the fine people who put in a lot of effort here at the Ball Diamond. It's been a joy bringing you our 13th season of men's softball. Hard to believe. There's a ground ball up the middle to tie the ball game. And Ron Smith has got 2 RBIs, 2 singles for the ball game in the 11th spot. And this baby's tied up at 7. A look at Kraft on the mound, number 21. Here's the pitch. Kaiser going to right field. It's hooking foul.
He certainly had the right idea going with the outside pitch over there. Just maybe a yard or two, a little to the left, and that would have been a wonderfully placed ball.
Well, that's happened to me years ago when I played right field. I had a guy hit a ball down there, and by the time I found it, he was already across the plate. That thing rattles around in the corner down there. It's crazy. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. Love that down camera shot there on Cable 9. Again, our thanks to the ASA umpires for allowing us to be on the field. Good group of guys. We had a nice conversation with them before the game. Powering drive to straightaway center field. Correo has the out and the inning is over. But 2 runs are plated for Jack Spar. They do it on a total of 2 base hits. And, 3 base hits and 1 man left. And in the middle of the 4th inning, Freddie, the score is 7-7.
Well, we seem to keep coming back to football here, Andy. We might as well move on to the pros while we're at it. Now's the time for your official Cleveland Browns prediction. What's their what's their record going to be?
Boy, it's tough to say. I think they're going to do better than they did last year. I would say, I'm going to say 8-8. I really believe 8-8 again. I don't think they're going to do much better than that.
That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
Joe says 8-8.
7-9.
Yeah, I think 8-8.
Outside chance at 8-8.
I think if Testaverde stays healthy, I think 8-8. A surprise would be 10-6, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Although I think the defense is going to be improved, the offense is going to be improved, but still the conference is going to be improved. And yeah, their schedule, they play some juggernauts like New England this year. And there's a fly ball by Ross, I think,
Yes.
for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down for R&M in their half of the 4th. Jeff Lang, the batter. He got all the shenanigans started back in the 3rd inning with a single and then scored off a single by Geschke. And there's a little nubber. Played well by Liotta. Made about 3 steps in, and he puts it away for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 out. And here's Steve Hendrick. You like Oakland and Arizona in the Super Bowl? Who's Oakland?
The Raiders.
For what? Why the Raiders ain't got no talent?
You watch. They're going to be a surprise team, those 2 teams.
No. Not Arizona. Buddy Ryan's an idiot. He deserves to not win 1 game, but they will. There's the ground out. 1, 2, 3. Hendrick retired. Nothing across. After 4. We're tied still at 7-7 in game 1 of a best-of-3, and Cable 9 brings you the first 2 games of the championship. Mary?
They call themselves L.A. Raiders now.
Super Bowl predictions, huh?
Well, I don't. I could understand it. I think personally, I think that I would pick. I don't know. I don't like anybody.
You don't see any clear-cut dominators?
No, not really. Not really. I think the Giants are going to go down because they don't have a quarterback. The Dallas is going to be questionable. I think they're still the team to beat. Even they could have a idiot coach that team and they would still win. But I mean, I think this new guy that they got, Barry Switzer's a good coach. They got all the talent in the NFL. I don't know what more they need. It's just that they can stay healthy 3 years in a row, and that's very difficult to do. Keith Sangrick going for the hat trick. It's foul. And over the snow. Oh, he nearly made the play. I thought it was out. And I hope he's not hurt. He's not. I think he's just disappointed.
What an effort by Sharp out there.
Now, Sangrick hit that ball up there near the space shuttle and gave Sharp enough time to get over there.
Oh, we had given up on it. We were ready to move on to the next pitch.
Yeah. That shows you what we know. Boy, what a play that would have been. That would have made the highlight reel. But we got to get back to the football for a minute. Well, we'll keep. There's Ray Sisicki,
Giving the signs.
the producer of the Nordonia Open.
I think that was the take sign.
Take sign.
Yeah, let's see. Nope.
Oh, look out. If that stays fair, it's trouble. A 3 in a row for Keith Sangrick. Three for 3 in the homer department. And Jack's Bars regain the lead at 8-7.
Joe, have you ever had a team where one batter hit all 5 home runs for that team?
Well, you can't do
No,
it.
no, not all 5, because it's only been the second year we've had the
Oh,
home run win.
okay. How do you think that rule's working out?
I think it's helped this year. Last year we used to give them a single, but then it ended up they'd hit it over the fence for the single, so this year we made it an out. And it sort of helped a little bit.
Okay.
Now, Sangrick ain't going to get 5 because it's their 4th home run for the team. Fisher had one. We've never had anybody, though. This is, I think, the top with 3 homers in one game. 4 would be a record. If any of the old guys are watching that hit 4 in a televised game, let me know because I forgot. I'm sure there's been somebody who had 4, but I think 3 is what I can recall. There's a towering drive right to the base of the wall. Correo puts away Adams for 1 out. And that'll bring up Greg Krasinski, still looking for his first hit. 8-7, Jack Spar leading in the top of the 4th. Again, this is a best of 3. Cable 9 brings you the first 2 games. We'd brought you the last 2, but I have to work, so my apologies to the guys on the field. Maybe they could wrap it up in 2.
I'm sure they want to, too.
Well, maybe.
Too nerve-wracking stretching it out to that 3rd game.
There's a towering drive in the left field. This could be the last homer, and there is no doubt. A home run for Krasinski. That is home run number 5, and that's the end of it.
Time to start controlling those bats. Ooh.
They've had 5 homers and scored 9 runs. It's 9-7, Jack Bar, and they're forbidden from any more homers now by the rule in the game. And Ray Bilecki, who has singled twice, will be stepping up to the plate. The sad thing about it is, Joe, they've had 5 homers and they've all been solo shots. On the other side, R&M's had 2 homers, and they got 5 RBIs on that. Won the Grand Slam. Bilecki sends one to straightaway center field, and he is out. Bilecki with a 325-foot out. That's 2 down. And that'll bring up Chuck Lewis. Maybe they should bunt. They're all afraid of hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
It requires a really hitter with a lot of control, Andy, because you're so used to hitting it long and hitting it hard, and suddenly you got to take a little edge off of it and put it in the right spot.
And he sends it down. There's a base hit. That's exactly what Chuck Lewis did. He shortened up the swing and hit a line drive. Right under the glove of Ross at third base.
Ross barely had time to react.
I mean, these guys, even that little chop there by Lewis had so much velocity on it.
Hold up, ball in.
We got the other ball coming in from center field. Was hit right over the Cable 9 sign a moment ago. Took us 12 years to get that sign.
and it's a beauty.
Oh, it certainly is. I'll debut the Cable 9 jacket for football this year. I'm very excited about it. Here's a baseball hit to off the glove of Correo for a base hit by Fisher. That would have been a tough play for Correo, and like he caught it right off the grass tops, and then it squirted out.
Yeah, he's very frustrated with that one, but I think he did everything he could do.
I'll tell you, I don't know how the people on Highland Road tolerate these trains. That's the third train that's gone by in the last 10 minutes. Unbelievable. This one hit down the left field line, out of play into the snow fence and out past the pasture. They'll have to retrieve that one. Scott Keys is singled and doubled. He scored 2 runs and has an RBI tonight. Jack Spar leading 9-7. Game 1 of a possible 3-gamer for the championship of the world. Ground ball through the hole in the left field. Lewis is on his way. The left fielder Sharp falls on his fanny, throws it back to second base to hold the runner at first. Keys with an RBI single, and it's 10-7. Jack Spar by a field goal. And I'll tell you, Sharp made a good play to recover. He slipped on a little moisture spot out there, right on his behind, and he held the ball and got the ball into second nicely. Only one man able to score. Good play.
Very good.
Don't you forget it. Liotta has sacrificed home a run, and then he made an out earlier in the 4th inning. 2 balls and no strikes, and Joe Audino on deck. 3-0, and they're a pitch away from loading the bases. 2 out here in the 5th. Base on balls for Sam Liotta. Good eye. That loads the bases for Joe Audino, who's 1 for 2.
Our first walk of the evening.
You've had everything. Everything but a triple. Strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Skies it. Short right field. Geschke's got it for out number 3. 3 runs for Jack Spar on a total of 5 hits. The bases are left loaded. Middle of the 5th, Jack Spar 10, R&M 7.
We want to send congratulations out to our own Dennis Sahetka. He received a National Telly Award. His show, The Music Preserve, was a finalist in this National Award category for Outstanding Non-Network and Cable TV Productions. It's called The Music Preserve once again, and it's dedicated to our musical heritage. So if you want to check out this national award-winning show, you can see it each Sunday evening at 8, Wednesday morning at 11, or Thursday afternoon at 1:30.
No, I think he wants to be out.
And we have some changes in the lineup, huh, Andy?
Yeah, John Sioka's in the ball game. We're trying to figure.
Outfield in Audino's spot.
Okay. So right field then, I would imagine.
Yeah.
All right.
No, he went to left center.
All right. Liotta must have gone back to right then.
Yeah, right center. They shifted
Krasinski went over. And
Audino's catching.
Audino's catching. And who's in right center? Liotta? Yeah. No, Sioka's in left center.
Left center.
But we'll figure it out. And a moment ago, Geschke got a base hit, I believe, to lead off the 5th. And he did. Thank you, Joe. There's Jim Correo. Lewis steps off the mound as Adams is short, tying his shoe. There's a look at the man on first, Joe Geschke. 10-7 in the 5th inning, game 1. World Championship softball. Jack Spar leading on R&M on Cable 9. Here's the pitch. Golf way foul on the left field line. That ball on its way toward the Sangamore Hills.
That's over there. Twinsburg.
Don't know what
Oh,
that
I'm
is.
sorry.
How about Solon?
Okay.
Here's another one, golf down the left field line near the foul line. into foul territory. Kaiser makes the play, and the runner will advance. One away. I wonder if they'd ever have a rule, Joe, that if the ball is hit foul in the outfield, the runners can't advance.
They can or cannot.
Should not be able to.
I don't know.
That'd put more emphasis on the hitter to keep it straight, wouldn't it?
Well, that was the idea behind the fall ball, third strike out, for him to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, why not do the same thing on fly ball outs so runners can't advance, since it's a foul ball? Hey, this one's tagged. Going right for the pole. Goodbye. Bob Kraft puts his second one out of the ballpark. A two-run shot. RTM battles back now to back within a run. It's 10-9.
Just a seesaw battle here tonight, Andy.
Yep. And the time continues to roll on here at Memorial Field. There you see the scoreboard. That is a 10 on the left, 9 for the home team. That lucky number 9. There's a look at Matt Wade. He has a homer for the ball game. They've got 2 left in Arsenal by the league rule. It's almost you have to use them wisely, I guess. You know, they have 2 left. Jack Sparr's all out. There's a smash to center field. Diving catch by Liotta for the out. Sensational.
I think that was Sioka.
No.
No? We're so confused.
Sioka's
with
at
all
left
these.
center, the guy with the beard.
Okay.
He's the guy who was late. He was supposed to play, and then got here a little late due to work problem. Ground ball base hit into center field for Jamie Smith. He turns the corner and goes back to first. A 2-out single, and Alan Sharp will be the batter. Again, stay with us. We'll have another game for you immediately following this. And then it's time to say so long for another year. This one hit to the right center fielder. Ooh! Liotta makes 2 big plays in the inning. 2 runs on 3 base hits, a man left, and a dandy in Game 1 of the championship round. Jack Sparr leading by the slimmest of margins after 5 at 10-9.
Remember, you can see Cable 9 softball each Friday evening at 10 o'clock, so if you happen to be out and about on the town, ask your local establishment manager to turn on Cable 9 softball. You can watch yourself out in public or in the privacy of your own home Saturday afternoon at 12:30.
Well, the thing is, after this week, it doesn't matter.
So you better take advantage.
Right. What you should do after this is tell the bartender that at 10:30, starting September 2nd on Friday night, put on the football game.
There you go. We aim to please. We have all kinds of sports on Cable 9. We've even been known to have tennis and boxing matches.
Well, I agree with that. We're looking to have more boxing coming up in November, a big special.
We had lacrosse.
Lacrosse. The one thing I want to get on this year, and I want to talk to Dennis about it, is a girls' volleyball game. I'm going to try to do it. I'd like to get it in as a special during football season. I'd like to do at least one.
Talk to me about it.
Well, Mary, let's do it.
I agree. Let's do it.
You and I can announce, and I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Do you know your volleyball rules?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can't carry the ball. You can't push it. You have to have a closed fist. You can't kick it.
I think that's all you need to know,
Well,
Andy.
you can kick it as long as you don't hit the ground. I don't see why you couldn't play soccer with it, I guess. This is John Sioka leading off the 6th inning. Pops it up in the left field. Sharp slip. He comes in, makes the play for out number 1. 1 away in the 6th inning for Jack Sparr, leading by 1, and Bob Kaiser, the top man in the order, to step in. There's a ground ball played well by the first baseman to flip to first. And they got him. A good play by Cornette and Kraft. Good hustle to retire Kaiser for out number 2.
Real nice effort. You can tell those two are used to working together. The timing was perfect on that play.
Let me get this mic here on my shirt. There we go. There's a line drive by Keith Sangrick. He could not get another home run because of the rules, so he is 4 for 4, 3 homers and a single. And Mike Adams looking for his first hit of the ball game, 0 for 3. The shortstop, lucky 7 on the back of the purple for Jack Spar. He pulls it foul.
The sun's no longer a factor over there in left center, but still is in left field,
Yeah.
but not for too much longer, I don't think.
And we'll have a moment to get the ball.
Andy, you know, you were talking, that's a little bit of strategy in the game. And I'm sure Bob Kraft thought about that a little bit with the 5 home run limit. You get a guy up and you serve him a fat pitch with nobody on, let him hit it out.
You're right, that's good thinking.
And really, your outfield can come in.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
Strategy abounds here tonight in the championship game. A lot of thinking goes into this now when you get all your homers out of the way early. There's a base hit into center field for Mike Adams. Throw coming into third, and he's out. What a throw by Smith to retire the runner, Sangrick. No runs. 2 hits, a man left to the home half of the 6th, R&M. Trailing it by 1, 10-9. Unbelievable.
That really was a great play, Andy.
We are seeing everything here tonight. Just exciting championship softball. We hope you enjoy it. Cable 9 thrilled to be bringing you at least some of the action tonight.
Starting to cool down out here.
Beautiful here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a shame I got to go to work. Oh my, the animals are loose. Very nice. I should have brought my buzzard with me. My stuffed buzzard.
From Hinckley
Yes.
or from WMMS?
No, from Hinckley, Ohio. I had a buzzard years ago. Had her, I have a Captain Crunch doll. I spent in $9.95 with a box, 2 box things that says I bought Captain Crunch. It's very nice.
When you were a kid, is it
No.
worth money? Oh,
Now,
now?
yeah.
Oh.
I think I'll save it if I ever have children or when I die, you know, in a couple years.
Would that
Give it to
be
my nieces and nephews.
Crunch Berries or regular?
Regular Captain Crunch. There's a base hit for Mike Cornette, leading off the home half of the 6th. Cornette is hot. 3 for 3 in this one tonight. You gotta watch them cereal boxes. I'm telling you, real nice. Real pretty. Nice.
Yeah?
He all decked out with his hat. My home is a regular flea market in there. I'm telling you, I need a bigger place. There's foul ball, golf down the line, Yerk shot. 0 for 2 tonight. Looking for his first hit and was inches away from extra bases on that one.
You live so far away, I don't think I've ever been to your home.
You don't want to, it's a nice. It's a nice little place. It's no big deal. It's all I can afford, unfortunately. This one could be trouble. Base hit for Yerkshad. Runner's going to stop. Now they got it. Oh, they got lucky. Did they get lucky on that? Boy, they might have had a rundown because Yerkshad was in no man's land between first and second, and Cornette had to go back to second base. But no damage on it. You see the 2 runners on with nobody out, and here's Greg Ross.
You know, Yorkshire caught Kaiser playing far toward the line. That opened up the hole for him to lay it right into what is really the center of left
And
field.
there's still a lot of room out there. Ross takes a strike. Lewis quickly delivering here. Ground ball off the third baseman's glove. They get a force out.
Nice backup by Adams over there.
Cornette retired, and man, he went all out into third base. He's lucky he didn't get hurt. I've seen guys break their fingers going into a base like that.
Can happen real easy. Fingers, ankle, anything.
Because those aren't breakaway bases. Those are stuck
No,
right there.
No, they're stuck right there.
Here's Jeff Lang, 1 for 2.
What's the reason for using those kind of bases, Joe?
Pardon?
What's the reason for using those kind of bases?
The Hollywood bases, they're easier than the kind you use to tie down, the old-fashioned ones.
Okay.
And there it is, said the catcher, and there it is, a base hit. The tying run coming in to score. It's 10-10 and a 6.
What an exciting game for our softball finale.